What is good, Tesla family? It's Rey-Jay back with another video, and in this one I want to break down what's going on with Tesla, SPY, Nvda, the QQQ, and a couple of other tickers, and break down what's happening with the economic calendar thus far, what you should be watching for as time goes on, and how things are looking in my honest opinion. But before I begin to tell all this information, before I get into any more details, let me just mention that I am not a financial planner. Take nothing I say as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please check out the Weeble link, which is down below and in the description. If you sign up for Weeble, the link down below, and deposit $500 into the account, you're guaranteed 5 free stocks. If you deposit $25,000 or more, you're guaranteed 75 free stocks, and the offer ends very soon. Anyways, for Tesla, as you guys can see, this thing is showing a little bit of life right now, testing our resistance at 171.15. If we break through this and continue to pump, we could see a move all the way up to about 173.75. I see some potential in Tesla, and we'll have to see how well it holds up from here. But also moving forward, we're seeing other stocks in the market showing potential. I'll break down more details about all these charts in just a few minutes. Let's just talk about some data real quick. So as a reminder, we have some bill auctions coming out at 11:30 a.m. We have the 4-week and 8-week bill auctions, so watch some volatility at that time. And then besides that, I want to mention that we have a bunch of Fed speakers starting at noon. We have Barkin from the Fed giving a speech, Mester and Kugler, and a bunch of them throughout the day. So we'll have to see what they end up causing. Make sure you listen very, very carefully and you watch the charts because this could cause some volatility. This could even cause the market to change its trend. So just be careful when some of these Fed speakers start speaking around noon Eastern Standard Time. Now, for the market right now, Tesla's showing some attempt to bounce right over here, testing its important EMA. If we do break this, it could push it a little bit higher. If we reject off this, you're going to be watching support at 170. If we lose that, we could be coming all the way down towards 168 again. But overall, it's holding up nicely and has potential to push higher, in my opinion. As of right now, it's holding up quite well. For Nvda, I'm going to start off with Nvda. We're showing some potential as well because of the fact that we have a nice accumulation structure right over here. Now we're also still within the bounds of this range, so we have 909.08 as resistance and we have 892 as support. I'm seeing some potential for this to form an inverse head and shoulders and try to push higher, but we need confirmation. We need to try to break 900 first, so we have to give this a little bit more time. For SPY, in my opinion, is actually on a bit of an uptrend, trying to push up nicely. Watch 523 as resistance, watch support at 522.5 and also 522 flat. If we lose 522, we can see a bigger drop. If we break 523, watch 523.5 as resistance. As of right now, SPY is rejecting a bit. It is showing some signs of actually declining just a little bit towards 522.5 again. But for the most part, it's been stuck between 522 and 523, and it may continue to shuffle between that range for an extended period of time. So I do see some shuffling coming. We'll have to see if this forms another accumulation and tries to get bought back up later. But for now, I just want to call out that SPY is still holding up. We haven't lost critical support yet, and we're still range bound for now. So it's just going to likely continue to shuffle for some time. So give it some time before we see a bigger move. On the QQQ, if we lose 445.25 to 445 flats, look for a bigger drop all the way down towards 444, then eventually 442. For resistance, watch 446 and 447 as well. Those are two resistance levels. I would say as of right now, we're kind of stuck in the 445 area testing support, but the chart's turning a little bit more bearish. I could see this decline a little bit more if we lose 445, so just be careful with that for a temporary drop. But overall, the chart is still on an uptrend, so we'll have to see if we end up losing structure. Overall, it's holding up quite well so far, so just give it the time it needs. For Apple's looking like it has an inverse head and shoulders like structure. If it breaks 171, look for a bigger push for 171.5, and it's still holding up nicely for the time being. Also watch 170.9 as support, followed by 170 flat. So overall, it's still holding up. For more tickers out there, we have Supermicro also shuffling. It got a nice push up upon open to about 1060. That's very close to where our resistance happened to be, the one I called out. Now we're coming back down. We're testing 1020 as support. If we lose that, watch 1000 flat, and then 980 if we lose that. It's turning a little bit weaker right now, so it could actually dip a bit more. If we lose the support, 1000 is coming, but as of right now, we're kind of shuffling around there. For SoFi, we're on a bit of an uptrend. Watch 7.7 as resistance. It's still holding up quite well. I would say just give it some time. For Coinbase, I would just note that even though this thing was attempting to rebound, we had this resistance around 260. Our support is currently around 253.25. We could see a little retracement back down towards there if we end up losing 256. So just be careful on Coinbase. If we lose 256, we're coming down to 253. We'll see if it holds that or not. It is showing some signs that resistance is excuse me, guys, I apologize. Resistance is getting a little bit tougher, and this could actually cause a little bit of downside. So just be careful with that. For Amazon's also showing strength right now. Watch resistance right over here around 184.5. Watch support currently at 184. If we lose that, we're going to sink to 182.9 and eventually 181.8. So I would say the trend's still bullish. It's still holding up very well, but we have to watch this resistance. It's getting very, very tight up here at 184.5. Meta is breaking out, continuing to squeeze. We got a very, very nice move breaking past 516. We didn't just break past that, but also our resistance at 520. Our next target is going to be up here around 524. We'll have to see how it reacts to this. If it breaks down, we could get closer to about 525. So watch that entire resistance area. And then above that, we have 528 and 530 coming. For support, watch 519 is critical support. If we lose that, we turn back down. But as of right now, we're holding up very, very well. So Meta is showing a lot of strength. It's continuing to push, getting a nice squeeze, and we'll have to see how things go from there. Anyways, with that being said, thank you all so much for listening. Just know that the market right now is showing some strength. Tesla is showing some strength as well. Some stocks out there like SPY and the QQ are shuffling, but there are some stocks out there which are doing a very, very good job. So give the market the time it needs. And with that being said, I just want to thank every single one of you so much for listening. Have a great day, guys, and peace out.